Hi everyone, today we'll be doing Potugese sauce with okra and prawn. This is my own version of Potugese sauce. These are the things that you'll need to create this Potugese sauce. If you like it spicy, I do recommend you 8 pieces of dry chilli. If you like it mild, go for 4 pieces of dry chilli. And if you like it date spicy, go more than 10. Go wild with the dry chilli. So the rest, you need 2 lemons, 7 to 8 pieces of kafir lime leaf, 2 tomatoes, 2 red onions, 5 pieces of garlic, 1 laksa flower, 1 slice of belacan, 3 tablespoons of dry shrimp, 2 pieces of ginger, 1 stalk of coriander root, 4 tablespoons of tomato sauce, salt to taste, and 1 very small piece of tumeric. So I will show you that there are certain ingredients here are to blend and certain ingredients to pre-fry before you put in the okra and the prawn. I almost forgot, you also need 1 tablespoon of tamarind. We call this asam jawa here. So these are the dry chilies I go crazy with. You have to soak it in hot water so it can rehydrate. So it gives it a little kick into your Potugese sauce. So you'll need 2 tomatoes. It will lighten up the spiciness and gives it a little bit soury taste. And this is the laksa flour that you'll need to give it some aroma into it. I do not know what is it called at other places, but I call it here in Malaysia as laksa flour. You'll need 2 lemongrass, 5 pieces of garlic, kafir lime leaves, 2 red onions, those are red onions, the size, and 2 ginger, 1 small piece of turmeric. So you'll need coriander. We'll be only using the roots. I'll later show you how much we may need for the roots. Belacan, dry shrimp. So I have a pack of okra with me, or you can call it lady fingers. And I've peeled shrimps, which I put it in a bag. So this is the asam jawa, or we call it as tamarind. You'll need 1 tablespoon of it. It's inside here in a plastic bag. Later I'll show you. So these are the ingredients that needed to be prepared for the blend, and you can see from the coriander roots, I didn't really take the very end part, but yeah, this is the amount that needed to be blended inside. So you have that aroma. So the turmeric, I've cut it in little small pieces. Ginger, I've already cleared the skin. The garlic, the red onions, the tomato, whoops. So let me show you the amount of belacan I cut, that slice of it, and that is the dry shrimp. So I shall now show you how I'm gonna put the stuff into the blender. So I'm gonna take out the rehydrated dry chili and put it into the blender. I recommend you to wear gloves because it's gonna be spicy for your hand. But if like me, I'm used to it, so I'll just go and put the hydrated chili into the blender. Alright, then you can throw the dry shrimp and the belacan in. The tomatoes. The red onion, I've put only 1 red onion into it. The ginger, garlic, and the very small piece of turmeric that I chop up into chunks. So don't forget the coriander roots and the laksa flour. So normally people would recommend oil to blend this paste, but I would recommend water because I do think that water is better and easier to clean. So this is the amount of water I use, a half of cup. Just pour it in to make it easier to blend. And you can see down here the amount of liquid, it's at this level. I hope you can see it clearly. So let the blending process begin. I would like to set it to chop and try to chop these chunks of it in. So it might not be as easy as it seems, so sometimes I have to take it out, shake it, or sometimes I would switch it to pulse and just blend and stop and see how it goes, just to make sure that everything is blended. So I'm just gonna keep blending and blending until it becomes a nice paste. As you can see that the paste has been really blended really well. So now I will show you how to prepare this sauce. So now you have to prepare some of the ingredients to pre-fry in the oil before you drop in the paste that you have just blended. So these are kafir lime leaves. You are supposed to bruise it so that the aroma will be out. So this is actually how I bruise it. I just tear it with my hands so that it gives it a nice smell to it. So the kafir lime leaves I've done. Now I'll show you how to do the lemongrass. So what I did is I cut out the lemongrass root. I removed the outer layer of the lemongrass so that I have the fresher part. So I cut near the roots area and sort of like the middle part. And this, the top part, I don't think there is enough aroma, so I'm gonna throw it away. So these are the 3 things that you need to fry in the oil for your paste. So about the tamarind or the asam jawa, you'll need to add some water to it, and to dissolve it, I would recommend you to put some hot water so it could dissolve quickly and get the flavors out faster. So what I do now is just use a spoon, squish it, and to stir it and make sure that all the flavors will be in the water, because we'll be using the water and not the asam inside. So as you see, I've just keep mixing it and it looks something like this, and if I continue to mix it, it will have a little darker color where all the flavors are infused into the water. So this is how I prepare. I chop up a bag of okra. I've removed the head, and this is the way I cut it. It's a straight cut, but mostly it's supposed to be diagonal, but I'm not really good in it. So pre-boil some water to cook the prawn. So I've put some salt. The water has been boiled and it's ready. So you turn it off. You just want a little heat to cook the prawn. So I'm just going to pour in the prawn and wait for 1 minute to bring it out. So I give it a little stir to make sure every of the prawn is, evenly cooked. The prawn not being fully cooked inside, but after you pre-cook it, just make sure you drain it with cold water to stop it to cook inside, because you're gonna fry it with the sauce. Please do remember to use generous amount of oil as the paste is blended with water, so I've put around 8 to 10 spoons of oil. So just to fry this paste. So when you can feel that the oil is hot enough, you can hear a little sizzle when you put in the onions, the kaffir lime leaves and the lemongrass. Just keep frying till the onions are a little translucent. So this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep frying a while. So when you stop paying so much attention, and when you're moving in another direction, don't worry, I get it. I meant what I said when I said it, lady. I never wanna. So you can see now the onions are break apart and it's a little translucent. So now you can pour in the paste. Make sure to pour it all in, and you can hear a little sizzle there. So you're just gonna mix all the paste with the oil together. Make sure that you really have to mix it well. So we'll be continue to stir this in high heat, and when you're done, set it to medium-low heat. Okay, I've been stirring for 20 minutes now, and you can see that the water has evaporated. I'm just waiting for the oil to separate with the paste. I've set this to a lower temperature, so I'm just gonna keep frying this. So I'm not sure you can see this as the oil is already separated from the paste. I'm gonna put in the turmeric water. You can see it's a darker version now. So I'm just going to pour in, prevent the seeds from dropping in, or you can remove the seed earlier. So there you go, the dark turmeric water into it. So after you're done pouring the turmeric water into the paste, just make sure you give it a good stir. So when the turmeric water has incorporated with the paste like this, and you can see there are some oils there, so it's time to put some tomato sauce. Tomato sauce makes it more redder in color, and it mounts up the spiciness and gives it the sweetness to it. So I'm gonna give it a good stir, the tomato sauce. You could put more if you really want to mellow out the spiciness. So I'm just stirring it, make sure that it's incorporated to the paste and it looks kind of red with the tomato sauce. You can add sugar if you want to skip tomato sauce. So after stirring a while, I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of water into it. So I've stirred around 5 minutes, and I'm gonna slowly pour this water into my Potugese sauce. Again, remember to always give it a good mix whatever you put it in. So I'm gonna mix it well, and now I'm gonna put in the okra and give it a little fry till it's cooked. I'm gonna add some salt to taste, so this is a little bit less saltier. If you like it more salty, please do add more salt to it. So the okra looks like it is already cooked. I'm gonna pour into the prawn, give it a little quick stir fry so that it has the sauce in its flavor. I'm gonna crank up the heat up to medium high. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. So after stirring for 1 minute, I have off the gas, and now it's just ready to be served. So there is our Potugese okra and prawn. I hope that this video helps you, and please do tell me how yours tastes. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.